Hey guys, this is Pete with Mixcat. Hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to do a product review and installation of this IP doorbell camera. You'll actually be able to see the people that are ringing the doorbell on your cell phone or the screen that's internal here. This is actually made from TMEZON, the company that produces it. They're a great company. You can find them on Amazon. But let's see how it goes. Here's the screen that it comes with. This is supposed to work on both iOS and Android. Looks like a pretty simple installation. Here's the actual camera / doorbell. You guys can see that pretty well. There we are. Hopefully you guys can get a good shot of that. The top here is to the doorbell, and it looks like it supports multiple doorbells. Below that is your Ethernet hookup for the network. That way you can see that remotely. And the power supply goes below. Now hopefully you guys can make it out. What I ended up doing was I just hooked up in the very back of it the 4 wires to the camera here. If I go to monitor, you can see me. And there's the camera over there. The quality looks pretty good. So now that I know how it works, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wire it up. The only challenge I think I'd see here is depending on how your installation's set up, how much wire you might have to run through the wall. But so far so good. Now you can see over here the doorbell hooks up to the front, and it actually has 2 wires going to it, but the wire itself contains more. Looks like Cat 3 or Cat 3 or 5, which is awesome. So we got extra pairs here. Hopefully I can find this where it goes into the box up front and everything's still hooked up. If so, I'm going to use the existing wire to splice into so I don't have to drill through that wall. That's where my doorbell chime is, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take that off the wall and I'm going to test the pairs. Now what you'll definitely find handy if you're going to do a project like this where you're going to remotely locate the unit, I have a tone generator and a sniffer. We use this to figure out cabling in businesses and large-scale networks. It makes life easy. I have one on hand, so I'm going to use it. It's going to make my life a little bit easier. I'll be able to figure out what wire is what really quick. If you don't have this, you can always grab a voltmeter and put it into continuity mode. You can twist 2 of the wires together and look for continuity, but this is going to make it a little bit faster. Well, hopefully you guys can make it out. What I did was I stripped the wire back. I'm not going to use the blue pair because I know there's current going through that. I'm going with the green pair here. So I'm going to take my little alligator clips and I'm going to clip it onto the green. And again, you don't have to do this if you don't have one of the tone generators. You just go with the continuity tester. But I'll show you how this works here. Alright, now we got it on the green pair. We're going to go inside and we're going to look for that. Not sure if you can make it out, but we got 2 wires up there. We're going to figure out which one's which. One is going to the front. See, we got nothing on this side. We got tone on this side. So I know this is my front doorbell wire. Makes life a lot easier. Now I just did a voltage count. I'll show you my meter here. With my meter, I get 20 volts AC, and the transformer is actually located in my garage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the transformer in the garage and replace it with that 12 volt. That way I'm able to drive this through the same wires here. As you can see here, this is the doorbell transformer and the other side of the wire. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hook this up to be 12 volt instead of this 24. As you can see here, we have the power supply hooked up. Now I'm going to go on the other side of the wire and test for voltage and make sure my polarity is correct. There we go. 11.95. Beautiful. We got current. And being that the doorbell is actually up there, the speaker for it, what I'm going to do is put the actual screen right here. So I'm going to cut a hole in the wall and I'm going to snake a wire up to there. Okay, there's the hole. I'm going to grab my fiberglass rods and we're going to go ahead and feed through the wall so the screen can actually sit right here. I'm going to put all the cabling in the wall there. Now these are the fiberglass rods I was telling you about. You can get these at Harbor Freight, Home Depot, but Harbor Freight's really cheap. These will save you in a pinch. What you do with them is you thread them together and you can make them as long as you like. I get some really long ones. This is a little bit shorter for small stuff like this, but you can see you screw them together and they get longer and longer. This makes life very easy for pulling wires through walls. Really happy with the install. Looks good.
Since 1994, safe, fast and more. Our reliable name, Mixcat.com.